Most men think women only want to hear, "You're beautiful." But here's the truth. Beauty fades, and those words, they lose power. What women really crave are compliments that touch their soul, the kind that most men never even think to say. If you understand these 6, you'll connect with a woman in ways looks never could. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because today we're breaking down the 6 compliments women desperately crave but don't admit. Let's dive in. 1. I love how you think. Most men stop at the surface. They'll say, "You're gorgeous," or "That dress looks amazing." Sure, those words land for a second, but they vanish just as fast. What women really crave is someone who sees beyond the outside. That's where this compliment comes in. I love how you think. Think about it. A woman spends her entire life being judged, rated, compared on looks. From childhood, it starts pretty girl, nice hair, beautiful smile. And while that feels good at first, over time, it becomes empty. It's not that she doesn't like being called beautiful, of course she does. But when that's all she ever hears, it's like nobody actually sees her mind. When you stop and notice how she processes life, how she forms ideas, how she connects things differently than you, it hits deeper. You're telling her, your mind matters to me just as much as your face does. And trust me, very few men say that. This compliment doesn't come cheap. You can't fake it. It requires that you actually listen to her, not just nodding along, waiting for your turn to speak, but really listening, letting her thoughts land, reflecting on them, and then saying, "I love how you think." When you do that, you're not complimenting something temporary. You're validating her identity, her voice, her perspective. And women remember the men who make them feel understood because looks fade. Chemistry can shift, but when someone values your thoughts, it feels permanent. It makes her open up more. She trusts you more. She lets you into the parts of her mind she usually hides. That's why this simple line is so powerful. It tells her you see the real her, not just the mask she wears for the world. 2, you make me feel peaceful. This one rare. Most women never hear it, but it touches them in a way few compliments can, because peace is not flashy. It's not the adrenaline of excitement or the spark of lust. Peace is deeper. It's safety. It's comfort. And when you tell her, "You make me feel peaceful," you're saying her presence heals you. Think about your own life. Stress everywhere. Work, responsibilities, pressure. Then you meet someone whose energy makes all of that lighter. That's not luck. That's rare. And when you tell her she gives you that kind of peace, you're telling her she is more than attraction. She is your safe place. Society tells women they need to be fun, entertaining, always on to keep a man interested. But the truth, men don't stay for entertainment. They stay for peace. Anyone can bring chaos. Few can bring calm. And when you notice her ability to soothe you without effort, it makes her feel deeply valued. The psychology behind it is simple. Peace equals trust. When you associate her presence with calmness, she feels like her very existence matters. She doesn't have to try to impress you. Just being herself is enough. That's one of the highest compliments a woman can ever receive. 3, I admire your strength. Strength in women often goes unseen. It's quiet. It's hidden in battles. No one notices. Maybe she's carrying heartbreak. Maybe she's pushing forward while holding family, career, or responsibilities on her shoulders. Yet she still shows up. She still smiles. She still gives love. When you tell her, "I admire your strength," you are acknowledging something the world overlooks. Most people only notice the surface, the smile, the calm exterior, but behind it she's carrying scars and lessons from pain, rejection, betrayal, or failure, and she still chooses to stand. This compliment isn't about what she looks like, it's about what she survived. It says, "I see you, not just the good, but also the storms you've walked through." And trust me, women rarely hear this. They're praised for beauty, charm, maybe kindness, but not resilience. Yet resilience is what shapes her character. And when you recognize that, you're not just flattering her, you're validating her whole story. Every late night cry, every moment she picked herself back up, every silent battle she fought, suddenly it feels seen. Psychologically, this is huge because every strong woman has days where she feels invisible. When you notice her strength, you're giving her the one thing she secretly wishes for: acknowledgement. And that creates a bond deeper than attraction for. You inspire me. This one hits differently because it's not about her making you feel good. It's about her making you better. When you tell a woman, you inspire me, you're saying her life pushes you to grow. It doesn't mean she's perfect. Inspiration often comes from authenticity, her drive, her courage, her kindness, or even the way she refuses to give up despite struggles. Maybe she takes care of others with selflessness. Maybe she's chasing her dreams no matter who doubts her. Maybe she just lives in a way that makes you think, I can do better too. When you voice that, it makes her realize her presence has real impact. And that's something women crave. To know that who they are matters, not just for their looks, not just for their charm, but for the influence they have on the people they love. This is deeper than attraction. It's transformation. You're admitting that she shapes you, even if she doesn't realize it. And here's the beauty. When you tell her she inspires you, it inspires her back. It creates a cycle of growth, encouragement, and emotional connection that is stronger than anything physical. 5, I trust your judgment. Trust is sacred. It's more than love, more than chemistry. It's respect. And when you say, I trust your judgment, you're showing her that you see her not just as a partner, but as someone wise. Many women grow up with their ideas ignored or brushed aside. When you tell her you trust her judgment, you're lifting her voice. You're saying, your perspective matters. Your wisdom has weight in my life. That's powerful because trust means partnership. It's not about dominance or ego. It's about humility, admitting that she sees things you don't, that her instincts are sharp, that her perspective makes you stronger. And here's the truth. Most men don't say this because they're afraid it makes them look weak. But it's the opposite. Trusting her judgment shows confidence. It shows you're secure enough to respect her intelligence. And women feel that deeply. It's not just words, it's an action. Listening to her advice, letting her insights guide you. Every time you affirm her judgment, you're saying, I value your mind as much as I value your love. That creates an emotional bond that's almost unbreakable. 6, you have such a warm energy. This one touches something invisible. Her presence. Looks fade, charm fades, but energy that stays. When you tell a woman she has warm energy, you're noticing something she can't see in the mirror, but everyone around her feels. Warmth isn't about being bubbly or fake. It's about making people feel safe, heard, and accepted. Maybe it's the way she listens without judging, the way she remembers small details, the way she softens tension in a room. That's emotional intelligence at its finest. When you acknowledge her warmth, you're telling her she doesn't just look good, she makes people feel good. And that's a quality very few people ever compliment her for. Psychologically, warmth equals trust. People instinctively open up around those who radiate safety. And when you recognize that in her, it makes her feel valued in a way most men overlook. She's not just admired for what she does, she's loved for who she is at her core. That's why this compliment is unforgettable. It's not about appearance, it's about soul. And when you see that in her, you're connecting with the deepest part of her identity. So here's the truth. Compliments about beauty are nice, but they're not enough. The ones that stay with her are the ones that touch her soul. When you see her mind, her strength, her warmth, you stand out from the rest. Because every woman secretly craves these words, but almost never hears them. If this video opened your eyes, don't stop here. Watch my other videos where we break down psychology, attraction, and emotional connection at a deeper level. And if you want even more insight, the kind I can't always share here on YouTube, consider joining the membership. That's where we go deeper, raw, and unfiltered. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching my channel, and I'll see you in the next